welcome to this epic disaster. You know, disasters happen all the time.
Every day.
And they happen to us.
Just now.
Oh, what are we talking about? What kind of disasters would happen to us?
The fact that you hit play instead of
record on the podcast, that would be a disaster. What kind of asshole would do that?
You. And we're 15 minutes in, and then you're like, oh, wait, hold on.
I just happened to look down, like, where's the recording stuff happening? And it wasn't.
And by the way, this is the one day that I have got to get out of here.
We'll talk
time
really, really fast.
to go get my dog.
All right, so
Jesus.
I don't even remember all the great stuff. You know, I would have to say it was probably the best podcast we've ever done up until that point. We talked about so many awesome things.
We didn't.
And now we got to recreate them. First thing we got to recreate is this beer.
Now
we've already opened the beer, but we haven't drank it all.
So we'll tell you what it is. We're drinking.
This is a live beer review, by the way. If you don't know what the live beer review is, well, then why are you listening to the show?
We're drinking Dirty Beaches. And
Dirty Beaches.
It's a tropical wheat by Scofflaw Brewing here in Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
And it is 6.3% alcohol by volume.
Yes.
And what you said when we originally poured this beer is
That's
that
right.
you said it looked like a dirty beach.
It does, don't you think? It's kind of sandy color, but also dirty. Dirty Sandy.
It's
That
cloudy.
was the name of my babysitter.
Dirty Sandy.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Wow.
You dirty beaches. All right, here we go. We're going to start this podcast.
Oh my God.
We're going to just pretend like none of that happened. We already did a Would You Rather.
We did.
Oh, man, it was awesome.
No, it
this
really
is the
wasn't.
best Would You Rather ever, but guess what? We're going to do it again.
another one.
Drop the colorful stones here, and we'll do a
Alrighty.
Would You Rather.
So the stones coincide with the categories on the cards, and my color category is red this time.
Red. Oh, that's
So
a
read
great,
me a red question.
great color, and it means pain, fear, and discomfort.
Yes.
It shouldn't, though.
But
It's
it
such a
does.
great color. Would you rather have to eject out of an airplane over Iraq? I don't know what Iraq has to do with anything. Or the wilds of Africa.
Ooh.
One of the two.
Well, I'm likely going to get murdered wherever I am,
Possibly.
either by some strange animal or some strange person in either location, or just by the elements themselves.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a survivalist, and both of those places seem rather harsh in their environment.
Yeah.
So, I'll take a guess
Yeah.
out of a hat.
Okay. Can't jump out of a hat.
I would go with Africa.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'd rather be trampled by a rhino or eaten by a lion.
No.
And those things can't happen in Iraq.
I would have done the opposite. I would have gone Iraq.
Why?
I think you have more chance of living in Iraq. I think, and not always, it just depends on the political climate. But I think if it was an accident or you jumped out and they caught you, it would be a political thing for a while. But you could just explain, "Hey, I wasn't supposed to do this.
I wasn't
whatever."
supposed to be here.
They can always shoot you, but the lion can always eat you. So, but I think there's more of a chance of survival if it's Iraq, at least for me.
Because you're more likely to reason with a human than you are a lion.
And was it Iraq or Iran?
You said Iraq.
Hold on.
You don't have glasses on.
No,
Here
it
we have
is Iraq.
It is Iraq. Okay.
So at this point, I believe Iraq is kind of okay to land in, correctly?
Well,
is that
I
correct?
heard today
Uh-huh.
that people are being told to get out of Baghdad,
Okay,
including
yeah.
the embassy.
Right,
Because
yeah,
things are getting tense.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's more because of us than them, I think.
I think so too.
We're
And it actually, they mentioned in the story that it had something to do with Iran.
yeah. The United States is basically poking Iran right
Yes,
now.
poking, poke.
Yeah.
He's touching me.
Yeah.
He's touching me.
But I think under most circumstances, maybe it'd probably be okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with Iraq.
All right.
All right, my time.
I'm going to ask you a question.
It is yellow.
It's yellow, and that stands for random. So today, your random.
Random.
You're
I random.
you random.
Okay, go ahead.
Would you rather? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Uh-oh. This can't be good.
Would you rather pee out of your nose or poo out of your ear? What the hell is this question?
I'll go with the ear, I believe.
You'd rather shit out of your ear.
Well, I'd rather do that than pee out of my nose because you could drown and it won't smell too good. With your ear,
It's awful close to your nose.
let me see. If it's in your ear, though, it'll be a lot like ASMR. You would hear.
That's nasty.
I know.
You're disgusting.
I know. But I just don't want pee coming out my nose. I think I could deal with poop out of my ear.
You're disgusting.
I thought you were going to say out of my mouth. I would definitely not want to do that.
No. So pee out of your nose or poop out of your ear, and you're going with the poop out of your ear.
And we wonder why we're not growing in listenership.
Because of these stupid
We
questions.
just don't know.
I mean, I didn't come up with the question, people. I just asked it off the card.
All right. Did we talk about yoga?
We did. Let's
The
do it
old one?
again.
I'm getting into yoga again.
Awesome.
So I'm very not limber anymore.
Right.
Because I used to do it years ago.
Right.
When I was a theater student.
Uh-huh.
Every day.
Yep.
For rehearsal, for class, for before a show, just to tune up this instrument.
Do you know how I know this already?
Because we already talked about it. But
Right.
anyway, so I've decided I'm getting back into it.
That's awesome.
And it's rough. It's rough.
yeah.
I'm very stiff.
Yeah.
I haven't done it in 30 years.
I know.
And so I'm thinking I'm going to take maybe a month's worth of classes
Mm-hmm.
so I can get a good basic routine down. And then I'm going to be a yoga fool.
You gonna do
Yoga
that?
doing fool.
Is your wife going to join you with that?
I think we're both going to do it. She used to yoga a lot. I think you yoged
I
some.
yoged
You
a
were
lot.
a yoger.
I went to a class 3 times a week after work, and I got really into it, and I got really limber
Yeah.
and stronger. I never really noticed much change in the shape of my body, but I was certainly stronger and limber. And I got into an intermediate kind of, I got that good. My skill level got to like more of an intermediate, but I stayed in my beginner class because I really liked the instructor and how he taught the class.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I wasn't like hot for him or anything like that, but I just really,
Hot for teacher.
I really enjoyed his teaching methods.
I don't like doing things like that in public. I'm not a public kind of yoga dude. And there are a lot of people who do. Now I got to figure out which kind it is. Hatha yoga is like the basic stuff. That's what I like.
Yes, just poses.
Yeah, and then I can't remember what the kind is that it's like goes in the hot yoga.
Oh, hot yoga is not for me.
I don't want to smell other people while I'm doing yoga.
No.
I don't even want to smell myself when I'm doing it. So
God, no.
don't want to do that. But I don't really want to do it in public anyway. I don't need people to see me stretching and twisting. So I'm just going to go long enough to kind of get a routine down, learn a routine that I can take it back home and just do it on a regular basis and then grow with it and hopefully continue to do it until I die.
Well, because you're into that, I have a recommendation for you. And
Okay.
it's kind of a plug. I'm not making anything off of this, but there is on Instagram, there is an account you should follow. I know there's a bunch of yogis on Instagram, but this one, she's really cool. She has scoliosis really bad, and she has a lot of physical issues with food allergies and whatnot. And she found that yoga and stretching in general has helped her immensely.
Huh.
And that account is called Elle Fit Active. So it's ELLE, that's her name,
Uh-huh.
and the word fit, and then the word active.
I see.
On Instagram. And she actually, I have a poster of hers that has about 35 different poses that I've used in the past. Just follow the poster and you've got a good little, workout, if
Yeah.
you will. So I would recommend you follow her.
I follow a couple of yoga accounts, but it's mostly because they look good in a bathing suit.
Yeah, same.
But I mean, okay, so it's not like I looked for them. I think somebody at one point sent me a friend request and they were a yoga person. And then like as soon as I friended them, like I got 6 or 7 more people.
Of course.
It always happens.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
But if they look good in a bathing suit, I feel like I need to kind of, watch over the account and make sure that, that they're conducting themselves appropriately.
And that they're not being ogled.
Right.
by
I
old
mean,
men.
someone should watch out for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What else is going on?
Well, good
here?
luck with the yoga. I'm very
Yeah.
proud of you.
Me too.
And I'm anxious to see, like, for instance, I know this is not a yoga pose, but I would like to challenge you to do a minute plank every morning for a week.
No,
Why?
I'm not going to do it.
Why?
It's too hard. I've planked before. I tried to do planks. The only planks I do is plank road beer. I don't even think they make it anymore.
I don't
but
think so.
I used to drink that all the time. But what do you think? Let's see, 10, 15 seconds of planking.
Yeah?
I can barely do that.
You're about done.
It looks like it would be real easy, but no,
It's really
and
not.
especially not for me.
You're using every muscle in your body.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And muscles you don't use for anything else.
That's correct. You are correct. But anyway, I'm just going to take it easy. I'm an old man, and I need to tune up my old man machine,
Well, good luck.
and I'm hoping that
Yeah.
I look like Sting a
Maybe.
little bit after it's over.
Maybe.
I want the body of Sting.
Could have, well, like you want to have the body that looks like his body. You don't want his body.
He has sex like 12 hours at a time,
I know.
and it's all because of yoga.
And meditation.
That's what he says.
On another subject, we got a letter from one of our listeners,
All right.
and it's one of our listeners that has a nickname.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, his name is Koozie Mike.
Koozie Mike, who actually sent us koozies.
He did.
That's how he got his nickname.
He makes koozies for charity.
He does.
If you're interested, his charity is Kilted 50 for charity.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? Or is that just his email? Sorry, just gave out his email.
I'm pretty sure that. Well, he doesn't care. I'm pretty sure that's his charity when he turned 50.
Yeah.
I think he did the year in a kilt or time in a kilt. I think,
Right,
but he continues doing things for charity, and he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
And he listens to the podcast, which
He
makes
does.
him a cooler dude.
Much, much cooler. I mean, charity is one thing, but come on.
And he bought some of my art.
That's right. He did. He's just an all around good guy.
That's right.
So last week we were talking about food and when it hits the floor.
Oh yeah.
Some of that conversation was a little disgusting, especially when we talked about
was
the
perfect.
bathroom.
That was perfect.
Which I listened to today and kind of made me want to hurl.
Oh, that was good stuff.
No. So what he says is he doesn't even say hello. He just says, so
Okay.
I dropped a chocolate cupcake into the trash can accidentally.
Oh no.
I pulled it out.
Yeah.
And I hear Rick's voice telling me to blow on it.
That's right. That's if you're going to hear anything that I'm saying, it's that.
Blow on it.
Blow it. Blow on it.
So he did. He
Yeah?
says I blew on it, and it was delicious.
I'm telling you. See, that's the secret. Now, here's the thing. You would have missed it because you said that if it's a high liquid content, and this is cupcake, which is
very liquid.
especially the icing.
Yes.
And you never know what's on it, but blowing it, you instantly render it edible again.
Okay. So he says he thinks you're onto something. If people would just start blowing on things more, we would all be better off.
That is exactly what I've been trying to tell everyone. And I do believe, I think, there are obviously liquid things like beer. If you spill beer, you're not going to do that. But I don't know. I think if, let's say you're drinking a special beer that you paid $500 a bottle
I'm still
for.
not licking that shit up off the floor.
You $500 a bottle and you spill it. Would you not try to just taste a little bit of it before it's completely gone? If you didn't get any of it and you spent $500 on it, you wouldn't want to just get a straw and just suck a part of it
No.
just to see what it's like.
No.
I don't believe you. I would. I definitely would.
I would cry.
Yeah, I'd cry, but I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? Even if you had a little bit of dirt and debris, it's not going to kill you. You just have some dirt and debris.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
But I've walked in my backyard where my dog shits. And then I've walked in my house with those same shoes. Not saying I stepped in dog shit, but they've stepped in remnants.
Right.
And now I'm walking in my house in those same shoes. And then if I spill beer on the floor, it's going to soak in the shit. And
Do you never clean your house?
my house is clean all the time.
You've got dog shit on your
No,
house.
I don't. That's not what I'm getting at.
I'm just saying, if you spill the beer on the shit, yeah, don't have it.
Why?
I'm
It's
saying.
just a little dirt and debris.
Well, again, it depends on the person, but I don't suggest that. I'm saying maybe not. But otherwise, if your floor is clean or generally clean, sure, why not? I mean, if you live like a hog, if you've got tons and tons of hair and dirt on your floor like I do,
Right.
you might want to think twice about doing it.
Right.
But or just blow harder. I've discovered if you blow really, really hard, you could get rid of a lot more.
You almost made me blow beer out of my nose.
That would have been fun.
No, I really wouldn't have.
You know what I want to do?
What?
So I feel like every once in a while, because this is totally selfish.
Yeah.
I feel like every once in a while, I want to do something on the podcast that I like to do.
Well, it's your podcast. You get
It's
to.
our podcast.
I mean, yeah, but it's yours and mine.
I love information. I like trivia. You like trivia? I know you do.
Love trivia.
I like fun facts. I like trivia. I like information. I like science. I like knowledge. These are the things that I enjoy, and it's part of what we do in the podcast anyway.
And you like
It's part of our
spilling
message.
things on your shirt.
I know.
Can't
that's
take you
like
anywhere.
chili dog. Anyway, so what I want to do today,
Yes.
I'm going to do this today for a little while. Mm-hmm. I want to read some fun facts.
Let's
we'll
do
just do
it.
some facts. I feel like anywhere you go in life, you need information, and this is an opportunity to get a lot of knowledge and a lot of information.
And it might be something that you've been pondering that you didn't know, and we have the facts right here for you.
Right.
Like you may have been wondering, I wonder why Donkey Kong is called Donkey Kong.
Why the hell?
I'll tell you. Donkey Kong got his name because his creator believed donkey meant stupid in English and wanted to convey the impression that the character was a stupid ape.
So he looked it up in the English dictionary, and donkey probably said ass, and ass said stupid, and he was like, "Oh, donkey means stupid."
Donkey Kong.
And so is Donkey Kong.
There you go.
All right, the "I'm feeling lucky" feature in Google search actually costs Google $110 million a year.
Do you use that feature?
I've never used it once. I don't even know what it does.
I've used it just to see what it does.
Well, it says as 1% of all searches use this feature and bypass all advertising. So it does that. It actually I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Try it. Just whenever. Just pull up Google, type something in, and hit "I feel lucky"
Okay.
and see what happens.
I don't feel lucky though.
Okay. So the medical name for a butt crack
What?
is intergluteal cleft.
Oh man, that
Keep
makes
that in
sense.
mind. Intergluteal. I would like you to rub your tongue on my intergluteal cleft.
You should leave your date talk out of our podcast. All right. Magpies are considered one of the most intelligent animals in the world and the only non-mammal species able to recognize itself in a mirror.
They're also
Magpies.
mean.
Are they?
Yes.
What are they? Are
They're
they?
birds, big black and white birds.
Are they like crows?
They're not that big,
Okay.
but they're big. My bird, John, got out of the house once, and then they chased him down and ate him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good. So people can suffer from a psychological disorder called boanthropy that makes them believe that they are a cow. They try to live their life as a cow.
I need proof of that.
Do you know what that means? That means that they have to like vomit in their mouth and chew it.
Yeah,
'Cause
but I
that's
mean,
what cows do.
are there really people who believe they are a cow?
Are there really people that believe they are God?
Cows and gods are not the same thing unless
They
you're
are in India.
All right. Expedia.com, Hotels.com, Hotwire.com, Trivago, Travelocity, and Orbitz are all owned by the same company.
Oh, no doubt. And more on
Yeah.
top of that. I think Kayak is up there too. Did you say Kayak?
Nope.
I think they're all pretty much owned by the same hotel billionaire company. So the name for the shape of Pringles. You know, Pringles have that shape.
Like a little boat,
Like a little-
little Nike logo. Sure.
You know what I hate though? I hate that the salt is on the outside. It
Is
should
it?
be on the inside.
I don't know. I didn't
It's
know
on the
that.
outside. Trust me, I love me some Pringles.
Huh, me too.
So the name for the shape of Pringles is called a hyperbolic paraboloid.
Interesting.
Hyperbolic, I guess. Yeah, just read it. Just look it up.
Like a little
Look it up.
boat, inverted boat kind of shape.
Kind of thing, yeah.
Interesting. Before the term bloopers was coined, outtakes were called boners.
Boners?
I knew that.
I didn't.
I remember from when I was a kid.
You're older than me.
I know you would watch. I don't remember if it was TV, but a lot of times you would see in a magazine boners.
Boners.
Jokes were just called boners.
There is a McDonald's in every continent except Antarctica because there ain't shit in Antarctica.
Interesting. Baked beans are actually not baked, but stewed.
Duh.
I don't know that that's true. I've known some people who bake them.
I mean, you can bake them,
Okay.
but they're stewed in sauce.
Stewed.
In sauce.
I'm stewed.
Mr. Potato Head was the first toy to be advertised on television
Wow.
ever.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mr. Potato Head, Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan, yeah.
He's the voice of Zazu in Lion King.
Yes.
Rowan.
We
Mr.
knew
Bean.
that. Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
I like Mr. Bean.
Me too.
He was also in Love Actually. I loved his role in that movie.
My
Okay,
mother just watched that. She was like, "Have you seen that?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "It's so nasty."
nasty. Your mother. Ugh. Okay, a duel between 3 people is actually called a truel.
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 They're drooling.
Not drool. Truel. Truel.
Do you know what the most popular item at Walmart is?
Nope.
Bananas.
Bananas.
They sell more bananas than any other single item they have in stock.
Bananas.
There's a shortage of bananas, I've heard.
There's about to be. The stage before frostbite is called frost nip.
Ow!
Frost nip?
My nips have been frosty before.
That hurts.
Sunsets on Mars are blue.
That's awesome.
Just blue on it.
Just blue.
Somebody
Blue.
dropped something on
And
Mars.
they blew
had
on
to-
it.
Mhm.
They blew on the whole planet.
Yep.
The 2 tiny holes drilled into every Bic pen is to ensure that the air pressure is the same both inside and outside the pen, which helps the ink flow to the tip. I knew that.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did know that.
I knew that.
You can also suck on it.
Okay.
Just gonna say, suck my bick. All right. LBS, pounds, comes from the Latin word libra, which means pound.
Nice.
Did you know that?
No.
I always wondered how they got LBS out of that.
I didn't know that. I think I may have known that before, but I
I thought
didn't
it was
know
short
that.
for lesbians.
Yeah, I mean, because that's how we measure things.
That would be kind of fun.
This weighs 3 lesbians.
I'm 7 lesbians weight. That's how much I weigh.
Oh my God.
You need to lose a lesbian.
A
Mr.
lesbian.
Baldwin.
You need to lose a lesbian.
Elmer Fudd. All right.
I'm hunting lesbians.
Yeah, we offended lesbians, fat people, and people with speech impediments all in one joke. All right.
Good. We're good. In South Korea, there is an emergency number 113 to report spies.
I wonder how often that's good.
Probably a lot.
The small indents in the bottom of frozen pizzas are there to prevent air bubbles forming inside the dough. Well, yeah, I think most people know that, right?
Yeah, that's pretty common because if you look at a hand-thrown dough and you just stick it in the oven, it does bubble up,
Yeah.
which is what I like.
Ooh,
Okay.
You got what I
Bubbles. Japan is facing a ninja shortage.
like. Uh-oh.
There is a high demand for ninja shows, but it is a dying tradition, and companies have what?
You rented lips.
But it is a dying tradition, and companies have trouble finding properly trained ninjas.
All right. The term footage comes from films being measured in feet
Yeah,
when being edited in the early days of filmmaking. I don't know that I believe that, but okay. I'll
just roll with it.
sure.
Just roll
I
with it.
want more
you know,
evidence
like
of
the
that.
film is rolling.
Yeah.
You get, okay.
I want more documentation. I want more evidence.
You're
Anyway, go
going to
ahead.
have to Google that.
I will.
All right. The process by which bread toasts is called the Maillard reaction.
Oh,
I wonder
All
who
right.
Maillard was.
I don't know. Okay, in 2005, Mark Zuckerberg unsuccessfully tried to sell Facebook for $75 million.
Wow. And now he's paying
Unsuccessful.
fines of $3 billion.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
I bet he's glad he didn't. I guess it wouldn't make a difference, though, to
It's,
him.
at that point, it's all just money.
Yeah.
Okay, snails have 14,000 teeth, and some can even kill you. Very slowly.
Killed by a snail.
Yes.
That would be embarrassing.
Yes.
Some areas in Scotland and Japan switched to blue streetlights at night and saw a decrease in crime and suicide rates.
Because it's soothing.
Because they blew on it. Everybody, I'm trying to tell you.
It's the blue. Admiral Akbar from Star Wars Episode 6,
Mm-hmm.
Return of the Jedi, was not a man in a suit. It was actually a giant puppet. And if you didn't know
Is
that
true?
already...
I don't even know who that is, so
General Akbar.
I didn't see it.
All
I didn't
right.
see that episode.
All right.
The first film with a $100 million budget was True Lies, which was
Oh,
made in 1994,
True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I suppose.
And, oh, what's her
Christian
name?
Slater.
No, her
I'm
name.
told that was a true lie.
Lewis
You have
Curtis.
to pick up your dog.
Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Thank you. Wow, that took a lot of effort.
Yeah, like 2 minutes on the podcast.
Sonic the Hedgehog's full name is actually Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog.
Ogilvy Maurice.
Yes.
They call me Maurice.
They call me
I think that's only an old
Maurice.
person's reference.
No, I got it.
Digging
Wait, what?
digging a hole to China is
Yeah.
theoretically possible if you start in Argentina.
Interesting. There is a website
I tried to do that when I was a kid.
where you can go and pick a spot anywhere on the planet
Uh-huh.
and say, like, drill or hit OK or whatever, and it'll tell you what is exactly opposite through the planet.
Well, I've told you that's how I got. I can get anxiety that way when I sit and think like opposite where I am right now is deep in the whatever ocean.
Yep.
It will give me anxiety.
So
like
you have
under
ocean
the ocean.
anxiety
Oh,
too.
totally.
More than me.
Well, water, but I mean just being under all that water. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like other things under there. You're afraid of the things like you said, ships and
Right, but I'm
things
also
that live under there.
afraid of just the deep, dark ocean, too.
Okay.
Just the fact that it exists.
Okay.
So even though Fruit Loops are different colors, they all have exactly the same flavor.
We didn't plan these out in any way.
Because Fruit Loops and the ocean go really well together.
There are cells in the human body called faggot cells,
What?
which cause leukemia. I'm telling you, I didn't plan it out. I
How
can't.
is that spelled?
Faggot.
Huh.
A fag, or I think a faggot in England is a stick.
A stick, a piece of kindling,
Yeah.
or
So-
now a cigarette.
But a faggot cell causes leukemia. That's why they're faggots, because they cause leukemia. Stupid faggots.
Wow.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Rick.
What? I'm talking about the cells, faggot
Okay,
cells.
Okay.
They shouldn't cause leukemia.
George Clooney did the voice for Sparky, a gay dog in South Park.
See, we didn't plan this out. It just happens the way it happens. All right, strawberries can be white or yellow, and some can even taste like pineapples.
Strawberries and pineapples
You're on
and
drugs.
I think birch trees all have the same ingredient that some people are allergic to.
Thanks for adding to the trivia there.
You're
A
welcome.
little extra boost there.
Most toilet paper sold for home use in France is pink.
Nice. Wonder why.
I don't know.
Elephants make friends, bury their dead, travel for funerals, speak to each other, and show extreme intelligence.
Of course they do. And it's very
And that's why we've never had one on the podcast.
right, because they would never be part of this mess.
No.
The human nose can remember 50,000 different scents.
And you can pee out of it.
You can.
As of 1998, over
Wait, was that the question that we did on the actual recording, or did we do that
I
question
don't
on
know.
the first one?
we'll find out because people will be like, what the hell? What's he talking about?
Oh my God.
As of 1998, over 50% of Iceland's population believed in the existence of elves
I do. I believe elves exist.
and Bjork.
Yeah. Cards Against Humanity bought an island in Maine to preserve wildlife. It is called Hawaii 2.
Hawaii, too.
Hawaii 2.
Boston Marathon did not allow female runners until 1972.
I know that. That's weird that I
It
know
is
that.
kinda weird.
Daddy long-legs have penises,
What?
or peni, if
Oh,
you
my
will,
goodness.
which technically make them not a spider.
Okay. You want to see my penis?
They also have super,
Hey, you're not a spider.
they're also super, super venomous, but they have such tiny, tiny mouths
and penises.
and penises. Just so you know.
If they're not a spider, what are they?
Some other arachnid, but they're not a spider. They're considered an arachnid because they have 8 legs
And a penis.
and a penis,
But
so they
what
could
is-
have 9 legs.
What are they?
Some other arachnid. I don't know.
All right. When watermelons are grilled or baked, they lose their granular texture and can even be used as a meat substitute.
This is
A
true.
watermelon steak. I got to try that. I don't know that I would like it, but I want to try it.
I watched an entire YouTube video on how to do it.
Really?
Yeah, I have not tried it.
I would be too sweet for me, I think.
The television was invented only 2 years after the invention of sliced bread. So basically, it is the next best thing to sliced bread.
Interesting. Some cat breeds, called puppy cats, are bred specifically to exhibit dog-like behavior.
Puppy cats.
I have one of those.
There's a cartoon called Puppy Cat.
My cat wants to be a dog.
Yes, and your dog wants to be a cat.
Kind of, yeah.
My dog wants to be a cat. Bullfrogs do not sleep.
Bullfrogs? I
Bullfrogs.
said bulldogs. Bullfrogs never sleep. Okay, I guess not. They're always all chirping all night.
That's true.
In October 2015, United Airlines made a man with cerebral palsy crawl off of one of its flights. The flight attendants just watched as he struggled. I don't even like reading that one.
That is horrendous.
I know, United Airlines.
They suck ass.
I think they ended up apologizing, but how do you apologize for that? That's just not something you even, it should never even happen.
They're the same ones that smashed that doctor's head and pulled him off the plane,
I remember that.
drug him off the plane.
Good.
Okay, the dark region on the North Pole of Pluto's moon, Charon, is called Mordor.
Really?
Yeah.
Here's something I always wondered.
What?
Bluetooth technology was named after a 10th century king, King Harald Bluetooth. He united Denmark and Norway, just like the wireless technology used computers and cell phones.
Is that the same king whose head was cut off and then his snaggletooth, cut into his beheader's leg and killed him?
I do not know that.
Okay, I don't remember who that is, but if you remember it, let me know. Shoot me an email.
I don't know.
8 of the 10 largest statues in the world are of Buddhas.
Buddha.
Not your dog, but the actual Buddha.
Well, speaking of dogs, all dogs are banned from Antarctica since April 1994. This ban was made because of concerns that dogs might spread disease to seals.
Yes.
I knew this. You know why I know this?
No.
Because Johnny Depp got in trouble because his girlfriend brought their dogs over while he was filming a movie, and he got in huge trouble.
Oh, I
and
bet.
she almost went to prison, and I think they threatened to put him in prison too.
I bet.
It was a
'cause
really big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's an ecological disaster waiting to happen. Yeah. Oh, hey, this is kind of like what we were talking about. No, it's not. Not at all. Okay, in 2015, a silver coin with Superman on the head side was made legal tender in Canada.
Okay.
There was only 350,000 produced.
A silver what?
Coin with Superman's head on the head side.
Like legal tender.
Yeah, like you could use it to buy shit in Canada.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I just hold on.
Okay.
I put this down. Okay. Banks have therapists known as wealth psychologists who help ultra-rich clients who are unable to mentally cope with their immense wealth. Jeez, I want one of those.
I need one of those. I will after I win the lottery.
All right. You got another one?
I got one more for you.
All right. Let's have it.
It took the creator of the Rubik's Cube,
Mr. Rube.
Erno Rubik, 1 month to solve the cube after he created it. As of June 2018, the world record is 4.22 seconds.
Wow. I know a guy who could do that, and I think I've seen him put it behind his back and do it.
Well, I know 2 people at my job that they have Rubik's Cubes on their desk, and I will go over and just jack them all up, and then they will give me a dirty look, and then they will grab it and just fix it in about as long as it took me to jack it all up, and then they will set it down.
Yeah, I've never been able to do that.
Neither have I. And it's just an algorithm. That's what they keep telling me. It's just an algorithm. Just look at it. And I'm like, I'm looking at it.
I used to have a book that would tell you how to do it, and
Yeah, no, it's not.
I can't
My
figure
brain
out.
doesn't work like that.
No.
No.
All right, well, those are some facts. I think we should do that every once in a while. We should have like a fact show.
Yeah, because
We
that's
should just
fun.
I blow off some facts. I love that because even while we're sitting here doing it, I'm learning stuff.
Somebody listening has learned something that they've been wondering about for a long time.
We got a bunch of that stuff. I think we should do like maybe once a month we'll do a little fact show,
All
something
right.
like that.
Something similar, sure.
Yeah, may not
sure.
always be really long, but just
Sometimes it
work
could
some
be, have a theme.
in. Yeah.
Sometimes it could be random, as it was today.
I'll tell you a fact.
What's a
We've
fact?
talked about this on the show in the past, but my cartoon strip, my web comic.
Yes.
Also, I'm going to say it's called. Do you know what it's called? Do you know what it's called?
Clown School Cockroaches.
Yes, that is true. It's called Clown School Cockroaches.
And it's on Instagram as CS Cockroaches.
It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook. It's on Tumblr. It's on Tapas.
And
Do you know
have
what
more-
Tapas is?
you have-
TAPAS?
More followers than we do.
It's getting there. Yeah. People
Yeah.
love webcomics.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's doing quite well, and I'm happy with it, and I'm really enjoying doing a cartoon strip again because I haven't done it in a while.
I'm enjoying reading it.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just want people, if they want to, they can go check it out. If you want a website, it's clownschoolcockroaches.com.
Yes,
You
it
can go
is.
there, but you can also again find us on Facebook and also go to This Epic Disasters website, thisepicdisaster.com. There's a little link there. You can click onto it. You can go there.
Yeah.
And you can read it. It's silly. It's a little inappropriate, and I think it might go a little more in that direction.
Yeah, because it's fun.
Yeah, it's crazy, and just they don't blow on their food.
Oh, no, they just
No,
eat it.
They just eat it.
They just eat it.
But speaking of the cockroaches, I have a story here that I found extremely interesting. You remember when a few years ago when people were dumping water on their heads? They had the ice bucket challenge.
Yeah, but that was for charity.
Yes, and then there was another thing that was a little. I don't remember what it was. A little challenge that people were doing.
Yeah.
And they would videotape it.
And then you got all the stupid challenges that the kids are doing, like the
oh yeah,
eating the Tide Pods.
No,
and
don't
stuff.
do that.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well here's a new challenge that people are doing. Mostly, I think it's in Asia. All right. The cockroach challenge.
They're not eating them, are they?
And I hope not. The cockroach challenge has people putting live cockroaches on their face and taking a selfie and then posting it on social media.
Some people would be totally fine with that. I am not one of those people.
Hard to say for sure when it came to be, but according to several sources, the craziness began last month, which would have been last April, I guess, when Alex Aung, I don't know how to say, Aung is his name, a young man from Myanmar posted a photo of himself with a large cockroach on his face to his Facebook account, captioning it, "The new challenge, can you do this?"
Okay. Uh-oh.
Why would you want to do this?
Why?
The photo quickly went viral. Let's do the dog shit challenge. You just
No.
put dog shit on your face.
I'd really rather...
Can you do this? And kids would do it.
There's a lot of dog shit talk in this episode.
I know. Well, we got to have a theme. Anyway, the photo quickly went viral, and at the time of this writing, over 5,600 reactions and 18,000 shares. But most importantly, people in Myanmar and the Philippines and Indonesia started sharing their own selfies with creepy crawlies on their face, and the cockroach challenge was born. I would suggest you do a search for cockroach challenge, and you could see some of these pictures of
I'm
people
doing
with
it.
gigantic cockroaches on their face.
Right now. That is nasty.
I know.
That is disgusting.
Many of the people who tried the cockroach challenge used large American cockroaches, which are commonly raised as pets in several Southeast Asian countries. Pets. I got my pet cockroach, and it's
Yep.
on my face.
Yep.
Even though cockroaches are only as dirty as the environment they are living in, putting them on your face isn't really the smartest thing you can do. Their saliva, feces, and shedding body parts can trigger both allergies and asthma. That is one of the asthma tests, is cockroaches.
Yeah.
My wife had an asthma test, and they inject you with ground up cockroach pieces. It goes in your body to tell if you're allergic to them.
That's disgusting,
Totally.
too.
It's like cockroach soup.
Ew.
While some social media
No.
users were quick to adopt the cockroach challenge, most were grossed out and called it stupid. The cockroach challenge adopters have only been spotted in a few Southeast Asian countries, and hopefully we won't be seeing it take off globally anytime soon.
There's one for
There's a cockroach on the chick's face, and it's pretty big. I mean, that's bigger than her nose.
Yep.
Just as a thing. So, I mean, if you like cockroaches and you're doing the cockroach challenge, I would suggest you also look at Clown School cockroaches. Now, she's got it in her mouth. That's wrong.
That's totally wrong.
Don't put them in your mouth, people.
Don't put-
Why do they always it's like the Tide Pods? It eventually moves into the mouth.
Into the mouth. These are oral people, apparently.
I saw a story today about, and I don't have the story in front of me, so I could just tell you a little bit. Some girl from China,
Yeah.
Chinese girl, was going to eat a live octopus
Why?
on her Facebook or YouTube channel.
Why?
Just, I don't know. She's a kid, stupid, and going to do it. And I guess she thought it would make her famous. So she started doing it, and the octopus, the tentacles, the suction thingies,
Right.
went on her face and stuck on her face, and she couldn't get them pulled off. And when
Yep.
she did, it pulled skin and everything, and she cried. And it's just like, what do you think nature's just going to let you sit there and eat them?
You were going to eat
A live
this creature.
freaking squid.
And so he fought back.
Eat a live tiger. See
Yeah.
what happens.
See what happens to your face
They
then.
don't even have tentacles. They're soft and fluffy.
Yeah.
I'll bet they taste like cotton candy.
Marshmallows.
Don't you think?
Marshmallows.
Marshmallows and cotton candy. Try them, kids. Try a live lion or tiger today.
Go up and bite one.
That's what
Just
you should
bite
do.
one.
Bite one, suck one, whatever you want to do. Blow on it before you eat it.
Blow on it
'cause
first.
they've been on the floor.
That's right.
But yeah, do that. All right, so you got to pick up your dog. So let's cut
do.
it short. Let's go short.
Okay, good,
This is
'cause I
going to be a very
believe-
short podcast, which I'm okay with.
I'm fine with it.
Sometimes you need a short one.
I mean, we packed a lot of information
That's what
into
she
this.
said. We did. This is action packed.
I don't know a whole lot of she's that'll say that, by the way.
All right. Do we need to do anything to talk about anything?
I don't think so.
think we
Other
talked
than send us an email. We'd love to hear
Yeah.
from you. Rick posted something very heartfelt today on our Facebook page.
I felt my heart while I did it.
In,
It was.
in regard to, communication from our fans. I won't even call you fans. I'll just call you listeners because maybe you really don't like it. You just listen out of some morbid curiosity, which is fine.
It makes them throw up.
Yeah.
It's a good way to lose weight.
It's a good way to lose weight.
That's right.
It's a weight loss program.
Well, I just no one sees behind the scenes that much.
No.
And we don't talk about a lot of this stuff. I don't like begging and pleading for people to listen. They can listen if they want to. They don't have to if they don't want to. And we put, we do this once a week. We put a decent amount of time into it, researching and things like that. And then I guess one way that you know that you have a successful podcast is you look at the numbers and see how many downloads you get. And our downloads kind of don't grow. They just sort of stay where they are. I think we've seen a little bit of an increase, but I would say most podcasts that I know, I don't know, easily 8-9 times more than what we get.
Easily. Yeah.
And we don't do a lot of promotion. We've done a little bit. We don't do a lot of advertisement. I just feel like for us, it's a very specific kind of humor.
Yes.
And so I don't know what just the average person would think about it. I don't even know if they would enjoy it. I really don't know, really. So we just do it and put it out there. And we have no problem with that. But I don't know. I guess after you've been doing it for over 2 years, like we have, you just kind of start hoping that maybe you'd get a bigger audience.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I guess when you don't see the numbers doing what you wish they would do, it gets a little bit disappointing.
It does.
But we still do it.
We're not Debbie Downers.
No, we're
just here to have a beer and chat.
But it does help when you share. When we put a podcast on, just share the link anytime we post it, or just every once in a while, just go, hey, listen to this cool podcast. You should listen to it. It does help us.
It does. We get some listeners that way.
And to reward you, we'll send you stickers if you need stickers. And guess what? A couple people asked for stickers, and I forgot I haven't put it in the mail.
What?
If you request stickers, I will forget to give you one too.
So you're just lying is
No.
what's happening.
It's because I'm old.
Oh, okay.
But I remembered it last week, and I was like, holy crap, I got to put some stickers in the mail. And then I forgot it again. So I'm going to make a little note. Here I am. I'm writing it down.
Writing down a note.
And I'm going to put some stickers in the mail tomorrow. I'll get them in the mail tomorrow.
Okay, good for you.
And but you can request, just send us an email, thisepicdisaster@gmail.com. Say, I want some stickers. I want cupcake you dropped in the trash, whatever.
Sure.
We'll and here's what I would like. I want people to send to us stories and ideas. If you have some weird thing that's happened to you, we'll talk about it on the show.
We'll get into it. We'll dissect it.
That's
we'll
right.
find out where you fucked up, and we'll tell you.
Yeah. So communicate with us, people. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on all the places where everybody is.
You can find us.
That's right. And we'll reward you with stickers. We'll reward you with, we'll make you famous. We'll put you on the show.
Yep, we will.
All right. What do you
come
think of the
talk to
beer?
us.
What do you think of this live beer review?
I'm not a fan. I thought I would be, and it's just too hoppy for me.
It's very hoppy. It's very bitter. And I don't know if this is a new thing with me, but again, body odor. It smells like body odor. This is the second beer we've had, and I've not smelled it before, but this...
Maybe that means something about you.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm moving into an area where beer smells like body odor with me. I don't know.
Or just your upper lip.
It could be.
Not sure.
I should probably at some point take a shower.
Yep.
You know what? That's what I'm going to do right now.
Go
I'm
take a
going to
shower.
go take a shower.
I'm gonna go get my dog.
I'm going to stop the podcast and go take a shower. And
Okay,
maybe
let's do
next
that.
week it won't
You'll
taste
smell
like,
better.
Yeah, it won't. I won't be pooping out of my ear. I won't be peeing out of my nose. And
I do hope that question was on this podcast.
and the beer won't smell like. I'm giving it a 2,
I give it like a 2.
maybe 1.5.
2. I'm going to go with the 2
All
because
right.
it's not nasty.
All right, people. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week, next Monday,
Yes, we will.
on This Epic Disaster.
Bye.
Bye bye.
This is a Violet Jester Media podcast.